Hushu here, back with another video. So I finished up Persona 4 and started Persona 5 just this past week or so. And having finished Persona 4, I went back and rewatched the game theory on Persona 4 by MatPat, which a bunch of people hate on, but it's just kind of interesting because I can see how he might have. So, I mean, first things first, I'm like, let's make a video on this. Whatever. The point being, MatPat, I feel like he's wrong, and it's kind of sad, but it feels like he just kind of missed the mark, because, he didn't do, like, the right kind of research. Like, you can research it and kind of get a general idea of what the deal with Teddy is, but for obvious reasons, he didn't replay Persona 4 to do that theory, which is fine. You don't expect him to plod through 60, 80 hours. Even if you set it on easy, it's still going to take you forever to go through all the cutscenes and stuff. The thing with Teddy is, I came out of it like, I don't know that Teddy is actually even a shadow at all, because he's so much very different. I mean, to start with, throughout 3 and 4, and now especially with 5, the whole idea of of shadows, is they're related to masks. That's the whole thing. The first shadows the shadows are represented generally as these black, shadowy blobs with different colored masks. In Persona 3, the first enemies you fight they're like little hills of dark blob with a mask on top. That's what a shadow is. It has every shadow has, well, just about every shadow that you fight as a normal enemy, not connected to anybody, has a mask, and it has a number of their arcana. You can see this all throughout the game. And their arcana, of course, kind of dictates certain attributes about them, their relative strengths and such, as part of the tarot theming. Teddy doesn't have that. Teddy has multiple forms that he's seen in, and he never has a mask. So that right away kind of pushes away from, is Teddy even a shadow? It makes it seem like he isn't. And the very fact that, like, if Teddy is a shadow, he's like the most freaking special shadow ever. Because, where do we start with? Reasons MatPat is wrong. Everybody's shadow looks just like them. Even when Teddy creates a human form, he looks nothing like the protagonist. I don't know, minor spoiler, whatever the crap. Teddy is not Yu's shadow. Teddy has his own persona. I don't know, I mean, obviously I'm just starting 5, but throughout all of 3 and 4, nobody has a persona other than humans. Humans, and there's a dog. There's a dog, and then there's, 5, you're getting Morgana's a cat, but claims to be human. So I'm like, yeah, sure, human, whatever. I'll learn about that later, but which speaks to me as Teddy is a human, maybe? I still don't know what the deal with Koromaru is on that, but the very best argument you can make is Teddy's a real bear. That's just, I don't know. So anyway, either way, Teddy is either a bear or a person who ended up in the TV world. Now, this is my headcanon. He ended up in the TV world, and his experiences with the shadows and all of that crap, everything weird and crazy about that cognitive plane. Because, I don't know, mentally I connect 4 and 5 a little bit. Be like, Teddy was turned from whatever he was into like a shadow human hybrid thing. And as such, he's eventually able to make his own persona. He faces his own shadow, which looks like him. Shadow of a shadow, no. Never. I don't know. I mean, Teddy's like my favorite character. I love Yosuke, especially too, but Teddy's just great. And I'm really latching on to Morgana. Morgana is really fun. Fun character. What was the rest of what I was going to say? So just there's no... I feel like there's no logic behind what MatPat said. And as for where was Yu's shadow, I need to go rewatch his little awakening scene. But the thing is, you didn't fight his shadow because Yu's heart was more open than everybody else. He's special. I don't know. First of all, you could say a wizard did it because, he was blessed by Izanami with the one special power. But I need to rewatch that because if I remember correctly, some being that never shows up again speaks to you, the player character. He's also referred to as you in official Billy Bob's. So this like dark being speaks to him, and you accepts him. The whole arc words with personas is I am thou and thou art I. Personas are shadows that have essentially submitted themselves to their master, their human owner. And the whole arc of Persona 4 is people refusing to accept that their shadows really are related to them. That Yosuke really does have those terrible thoughts and has those terrible, just like he kind of hates his dad because his dad's job at managing Junes, whatever you want to call it. Every day's great at your Junes. Yay! Yosuke has a problem with that and doesn't want to admit that he really thinks that. Chie has some issues dealing with her persona, her shadow, and you have to fight it. Yukiko has to admit to herself that she secretly wants to run off and not keep up the family business. Kanji has to admit that he's gay. Naoto has to admit that she really wishes she was born a man. And, I mean, she kind of gets over that and stops talking about, like, getting an operation. And I guess that's also a big secret. A big secret thing she doesn't want to admit is that at some points she's thought about getting gender reassignment surgery. That's a personal thing. And the fact that you is a little more open to that is kind of whatever. I'm honestly surprised that there isn't another instance of something like that. I suppose the whole point of everything is those who join your party, they join your party only because they had that serious of doubts about themselves. They were that torn up about things, which is why their shadows became powerful at all. Because generally everyone else's shadow is just kind of a blob. Or, you get... I don't know, my headcanon, I don't know how superficial this is, but the random enemies you fight, those are other people's shadows. They're not that powerful, so that they don't rise up and try to, hurt people or whatever. Whatever. This is a whole mess, but I kind of just wanted to talk about the themes of Persona 4 anyway. I mean, obviously, Persona 4's arc color, the color on everything, is yellow. It's yellow and black. Persona 3 is blue and black. Everything blue and black. Persona 5 is red and black. All the menus and stuff are red and black. Which becomes very interesting because it starts to look like blood. And so it's a little more extreme than the others. But it's not much. But the yellow represents the optimism of Teddy and the getting over problems and trying to work together. It's a very positive game as compared to 3. Because until the very end, nothing feels dire. It's just day to day. Oh, we gotta fix this problem now. Oh, we gotta fix this problem now. And everyone's worried, but it's fine. They kind of get over it. Each time they're like, we'll keep progressing. And that pushing onwards is what the brightness and greatness of yellow represents. Yay, theming. That's about it. Till next time, Gamer Hushu out. Yay.